Welcome to part 17 of my walkthrough for Final Fantasy IX, my friends. We are standing in Southgate and Dagger and Steiner are attempting to make their way back to Alexandria. And they'll be reunited with a few characters that we haven't seen in quite a while. In the previous segment, Zidane's crew got trashed in Burmecia by Beatrix, and we'll get to fight her again later on. But for now, Dagger is in control and she'll be the main character for a few parts. Make sure you buy the mithril rod. And now let's just step outside, meet some old friends. I'm still waiting to find out what's the terrible punishment that Baku gives to his subordinates if they don't follow orders, but anyway, we're going to have a boss fight in a while, and that boss fight can be a little bit troublesome if you're underleveled. My characters are a little bit underleveled, I guess, and there's an item that we want to steal. So that might drag out the fight a little bit. But for now, let's step inside. And of course, Steiner isn't happy to see Marcus and Sina. That's just Steiner for you. He did perform pretty poorly during the play. Yes, Steiner, you need to take a chill pill. Man, Steiner really was put in his place here, wasn't he? Kind of feel bad for the guy now, actually. It's not every day that you have to be screamed at by a 16-year-old and you just have to lay down and take it. Look at him, he's depressed. I think he's like thinking, what have I done with my life so far? So Marcus will be joining our party for a while. He'll be the temporary thief, and unfortunately, since he doesn't have the bandit skill, it might take a little bit longer to steal with him, and you're about to witness that. But I do think that in this Steam version they might have increased the steal rate a little bit, because it doesn't take as long to steal as it did in the original Final Fantasy IX. Maybe I'm just making this up, and I just think that stealing in Final Fantasy IX in the original version, it was harder, but maybe I'm wrong. Marcus, his stats are a little bit inferior to Zidane's, but he can carry a better weapon, so that makes up for it. And even though he's only a temporary character, I quite like Marcus in the party. I really like both him and Blank. Plus I like that he's going to attempt to save his friend. I appreciate that. Get ready, because as soon as you talk to him again, you'll enter the boss battle. You won't catch a break here. It's funny that it criticized the other black mages when Black Waltz No.3 is just a puppet as well. But this fight is going to be tougher than the first fight that we had against him. Because, for one, Steiner can't use sword magic since Vivi isn't in the party. And his attacks will deal more damage, so we're going to keep casting Shell and Protect on both Steiner and Marcus. Black Waltz No.3 will not attack Dagger, so you don't have to worry. And there's only one item that I want to steal from Black Waltz No.3. It has a lightning staff and a flame staff, but we already have a lightning staff because we obtained one in Burmecia. So all that you need to steal is the flame staff. How long will it take? No one knows. It can take a long time, or you can do it very quickly. It's just random. With Marcus, stealing is harder, but I can tell you right now that on my no commentary walkthrough that I did in 2011, that was for the original game, I spent a good 15 to 20 minutes attempting to steal the flame staff. So hopefully it won't take this long here. It can freeze both Marcus and Steiner, and then it can use heat on them and knock them out that way. But as long as you have Dagger, you're good. Just keep casting Protect and Shell. Marcus's equipment at this point isn't very good, so if Black Waltz No.3 attacks him, he'll take heavy damage, so that's why it's important to cast Protect and Shell on him. And I do want that flame staff, so hopefully it won't take that much longer. If it does, I'll just cut it out. Oh, there we go, that was easy. So that wasn't bad at all. Now, like I said, it still has a lightning staff, but you don't need it because you already have one at this point, so don't bother stealing that unless you absolutely want to. But I'm going to finish the fight now. Like I said, all I wanted was that flame staff. Marcus has the same type of sword as Steiner, so he deals a decent amount of damage. So at this point all that you need to do is keep healing your party with Dagger. and the fight shouldn't last much longer. Okay, I keep going for the steal, but honestly I wanted to press attack here, so one more strike will finish off Black Waltz #3. I don't need that lightning staff, I already have one, so let's end this. There we go. And that's the end of Black Waltz #3. We won't be seeing him again. Which, when you think about it, I wish the Black Waltzes played a bigger role in the game. It seems a bit anticlimactic that it would end like this, but yeah, we'll never battle any Black Waltzes again. Man, Steiner really is clueless here, isn't he? No, she won't. Marcus looks like a pirate, but he also looks like a humanoid, because look at those. I think those are teeth coming out of his mouth, I'm not sure, but he's quite an interesting looking guy. I thought he was part goblin when I first played this game. Or part troll. I think he might be half troll. Look at those ears. So now we finally arrived in our destination, and we're going to take a little detour here. Instead of going to Treno, we're going to head back to the village of Dali, so that we can buy 100 wrists and also collect an item that we couldn't reach before. It's just a small detour, it won't take you long, so don't worry. Since we have the gate pass, we can get through. I'm just going to show this one fight. These monsters, you already encountered them before, it's those serpents. At this point you can get rid of them very easily. They're actually called pythons, but nonetheless, one strike to each will finish them off. Even with Dagger's Multina Racket you can finish them off. At this point she can't yet because she has the Mithril Rod. But aside from that, these guys really aren't anything special. So I'll skip the next random fights. We just battled a bunch of pythons again. And inside the village of Dali, like I said, let's start by buying the 100 wrists. If you've been following my walkthrough, you know why we're doing this. We need the wrists to make cotton robes, and then we can sell the cotton robes for double the price. There we go. And we can give Steiner the level up ability again. Because we're going to train our characters in just a little bit. And we can give Marcus a few better items here. That Multina rocket that Dagger has will make her an attacker, a very good attacker. If you put her in the front row, she'll deal heavy damage. Not as much as Steiner or anything like that, but she can still take care of weaker monsters by herself. Let's just recover our health here. And then we're going to collect an elixir, which is what's inside the treasure chest that the old woman was blocking beforehand. They are rather drastic. So yeah, they keep mass producing black mages in Dali, and for the life of me I don't know why Steiner and Dagger just burst through the factory and destroy it. That would make things easier. But I guess that would be too simple. We should arrest all of the villagers of Dali. So we're going to cross and head towards Treno now, but we're not going to head inside Treno quite yet. First, there's another friendly monster that we need to encounter. He's called Mr.Ghost. So I might have to enter a few random battles before I can find him, but I'll just skip those. And then I'm going to show you how you can level up your party members quickly here. Not nearly as much as when you battle the Grand Dragons, of course, but you can level them up quite nicely by battling a monster called Mandragora. They usually come in pairs of 2 or 3, and they give a fairly decent amount of experience points. So you can train your characters to like maybe level 12, level 13, 14, 15, around those numbers. But first let's look for Mr.Ghost. And you'll notice a cut here probably because I'll probably have to enter a lot of random fights. Okay, finally it's about time. I swear I entered maybe 8 random battles before I found Mr.Ghost, but you always need to run in that area until you encounter him, and you know what he wants, so give it to him. He's very cute looking. We want to do this side quest so that our battle against Ozma becomes a lot easier. You wouldn't think that boss battle and these side quests are associated, but they are. And we gain 10 AP points, so now Dagger will be able to equip her Multina rocket. And now we're going to run towards the forest ahead of us. And let's see if we can find a few Mandragoras to battle. Okay, so here they are. just 2 of them, which is actually good because if it was 3 of them we might be in trouble. Now Mandragoras, you should always save your game before stepping inside the forest. Maybe I should have done that, but Mandragoras can deal heavy damage with Blizzara, and they also have an attack called Chestnut, which can automatically kill, see, there we go, it can automatically kill your party members if it hits. It doesn't always connect, but when it does, it can really deal a lot of damage. See, now it's Marcus' turn. It can take them out rather quickly, nothing that life can't fix or Phoenix down, but you do need to be careful when you're battling 3 of these. Obviously they'll become easier as you level up. Now that Steiner is in trance mode, well, I guess he doesn't even need to use it, but usually with the Multina Racket, if you have Dagger, Steiner and Marcus attack one Mandragora, it will finish off that one. So yeah, you need to be careful during this fight, but as you can see, you'll get a lot of experience points, at least for this point in the game. So I do recommend that you train here for a bit. I'm going to do so. Obviously I won't show myself fighting endless fights, but it really doesn't take long to get your party members to level 13 or 14. And now we're inside Quan's dwelling, and there's a few things to do here. We're going to pick up another Stelazzio coin, the Scorpio Stelazzio. You can also recover your health and MP in this cavern, so that's why it's a good idea to train outside. If you need to restore your health or MP, you can always come back inside Quan's dwelling and restore your health. I'll show where. It's pretty convenient. See? HP and MP restored. And here's the Scorpio Stelazzio. So let's just take a look at what it says. But as you can see, even if the Mandragoras are a tough opponent for this point in the game, since you can come inside Quan's dwelling and restore your health and MP, it's not a big deal. They can cast silence on your party members, so have a few echo screens, but really the only character that matters is Dagger. Marcus and Steiner don't use magic attacks, so it doesn't matter at this point. And that's going to be it for this segment, my friends. In the next segment we'll be heading inside Treno, so I hope you enjoyed this segment and I'll see you all later. Take care, my friends.